Hey, what's up you guys? So today I've got another sort of first look review of two diecast models for you guys. But before I get into them, I want to talk about why these are in 400 scale rather than 200 scale as they were in my last video. So I've decided I'd go back to collecting 400 scale models, and that's simply due to three reasons: size, cost, and the variety. Obviously 200 scale models are far larger and I simply don't have the space to store all that in any cabinets, and although they are stunning, these are just far better for, my situation. And that brings me on to cost. You could have way more of these in comparison to 200 scale models, since, these cost 2 or 3 times less than a 200 scale model. And going back to having far more, the variation in the 400 scale is far larger. There are, thousands of these models compared to in 200 scale. There are not nearly as many. You don't get the same variety. There have been so many more releases. It's going to take the 200 scale world like 20 years to catch up to where we are now with the 400 scale. But yeah, with that aside, I want to get into these two models. Again, they're both Gemini jets, both are Canadas. So I suppose we can begin with the 787-8. Registration is the exact same as on a 200 scale model from Gemini, C-GHPQ. You've got the Canadian flag there since it's the national carrier for Canada. Okay, so I'll quickly talk about it. Hopefully I won't ramble on too much. I don't want to make these videos too long. So overall, it's a really good model. The mold on the Phoenix is obviously a little bit better for the 787. However, Phoenix completely screwed up the livery on their new livery or Canada's. Everything that's supposed to be black as it is on this model, they made dark blue, which is just horrendously wrong and not even worth considering buying, in my opinion. So yeah, I got the 787 from Gemini instead. Only sort of things that I would fix or I would change. I wish they had slightly darker windows on this model, and on the A321 as well, as you guys will see. I think I saw a JC Wings model in the new livery, and with the the raccoon mask, darker windows just blended in far nicer. Although this still looks nice, I suppose. Those ones look a tad bit better. Landing gear. You know what's really odd about this one? The landing gear don't spin, and I was expecting them to by this time, and like pretty much all models have spinning landing gear, especially on the 787. I don't know if it's like if I got unlucky with this particular example not having spinning landing gear, but I don't think that's the case. So yeah, that's a little bit annoying. Another thing that's annoying, which Gemini does, as you guys may know, on the 777s, for instance, and on this 787, as you can see, which should, like, come on, you guys gotta change that. The cradle system for the wings connecting to the fuselage. As you guys can see, the fuselage gets cradled into the wings, which are, I'll show you guys. It's like a connection. It's like one big piece under, and it just like, it takes away from the model a little bit. I wish that they did it like Phoenix or other manufacturers where they just, slotted the wing into the fuselage. I mean, it's not that big of a deal to me, but sometimes what happens is they don't get it cradled in the middle, and it doesn't look, it's not perfect, is what I'm trying to say. It'll be off on one side a little bit, but I can look past it. I'm not that picky. Engines are superb. They look absolutely wonderful. I'm really happy they didn't make the turbines silver as some manufacturers do, because it just looks a little bit toyish to me. Engines, as I said, really nice. You got the raked wings. Little green light right there. They say no step on top. Moving to the back. Really nice detail. All that writing right there in the doors. The tail looks really good. You got 3 aerials, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I don't think there's that much more to say about this model. I'll show you the other side real quick right here. Same thing essentially. Have the camera would focus. There you go. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one. I guess I'll move on to the A321-200 now, which is right over here. Registration, what is that? I can't see. C-GJWO, again, Canadian national flag. Airbus A321 written right under that. I mean, it's overall a really nice model, although I have a few complaints. Again, the windows I would make darker, but that's not really a big deal. Landing gear, They spin on this one, they're pretty good. Engines are nice. However, I believe that they're too low to the too close to the ground on this mold, which, I mean, whatever, no big deal. Wings look nice. Now, to the things that I don't like about this model, there are mainly, what are there? Yeah, there's two things. Firstly, this is like the quality control sometimes. As you can see, the slotted wing. I like that the wing is slotted into the fuselage. However, this end there's a pretty big gap, but again, I don't mind it that much because from far on display you can't really tell. However, it's got to be like, what is it? I mean, it's not even a millimeter. I'm being super picky right now. I don't think it's even a millimeter. On this side, it's a lot better it's a bit better. I wish it was like this on both sides, but what can you do? What else was I gonna say? These are all slotted nicely, as you can see. Really good detail. Now, what I wanted to move on to next is the aerials that they put on their models here, the A320 family. So it's like a bit of a gimmick to me, these antennas. Gemini, I guess they put them on. They're trying to make, they're trying to make it look like, oh, our models are superior because they have more detail. They have all these antennas. But in my opinion, that antenna is blown way out of proportion. Like, ever since I noticed how big that is, it just has been throwing me off. I mean, these ones as well, they're too large. The last one's okay. That middle one's a bit big in my opinion. But this first one, I don't know, it just like does not look right to me at all. I would have rather them, completely not put any antennas on rather than having that one. It just looks a bit toyish to me, like it just makes it look like more of a toy rather than, a nice die-cast model for display. Going back to that, Aero Classics, they have a superior mold for the A320 family, and they don't add those aerials. They're not that necessary in my opinion. You can't see them from far. But like I said, ever since I've noticed that, I can't stop, like I said, noticing it, for lack of better words. What else was I going to say? I was going to buy the A321 from Aero Classics, however, they also screwed up the livery. As you guys may have seen, the font is horrendously wrong. So, I don't know how Phoenix and Aero Classics both managed to mess that up. But I think they corrected it now, so that's cool on their part. However, I already have this one, so I won't be buying that one. So yeah, these are the two new, oh, focus, come on, buddy. These are the two new liveries on two new models. I'll be buying these Air Canadas and new liveries as they roll out from manufacturers. Like the A319, I think I might pick up from Aero Classics, and Aero Classics also released an A330-300. However, no A330s have actually been painted yet from the actual fleet in the real world. So I don't want to buy one yet, since what if they have the wrong registration or they screwed something up with the paint. So I'll just wait until something actually gets painted before buying any more. But yeah, like I said, as they roll out from these manufacturers, if they're, good quality, they don't screw up delivery, I'll be purchasing them and I'll show them off a little bit for you guys. I do have another 787 on order from KLM, although I don't remember if it's Gemini Jets or Phoenix. I know the Phoenix one is a lot better, so I hope I got the Phoenix one. I should probably check on that. Yeah, anyways, I'll be showing you guys that, as well as a 777 from KLM, so I guess I'll make like a double video of that as well. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's a quick look. I hope I didn't ramble on too much about random crap, but yeah. So tune in next time. Thanks for watching, and yeah, ciao.